guys, it's Mike from Skill of Strength and MMA Fight Prep. What I'm going to show you right now is one of my favorite drills to open up the anterior shoulder to promote scapular retraction and depression. And it's a great drill overall just to clean up those shoulders and promote sort of just a healthier posture in general. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find a cage. You can use a doorway, whatever works best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach the cage here in a supinated position, so palm's going to be up. What that's going to allow me to do is to really just sort of externally rotate the shoulder and get my scapula in a nice healthy position when we do the stretch. So from there, I'm going to try to drive my shoulder blade back and down. Okay? What we don't want is that internally rotated shoulder right now, because it's not going to feel good if you do this incorrectly. So shoulder blade back and down, palm up. Now in this position, all I'm going to do is drive my scapula towards my upper back, towards my spine. And in this position, I'm just going to rotate my torso. Okay, you're going to feel your rhomboids kicking in, you're going to feel your lats kicking in. This looks very, very similar to crooked arm bar, which is a great kettlebell drill as well. So, first thing I'm going to do is just get some nice rotation and make sure that this is a clean movement where I'm not doing anything to jam up the front side of the shoulder. So from there, you get a nice stretch. Now from this position, once you feel a good stretch in that pec area, you can do two things. One, you can lean into it and just put a little bit more body weight behind it. But make sure that when you do this, you're not cranking on that front shoulder joint. The second thing you can do is try to get a little bit more rotation sort of away. Those are two different ways that you can open them up. So what I like to do is I like to start the stretch off by just hanging out for about 30 seconds or so. Just getting everything to open up. You can kind of pry a little bit, you can change angles. Just make sure you're not forcing anything and make sure you're never moving into pain. Now, what I like to do once I kind of feel like I'm getting opened up a little bit is I'll lean into it and do a little bit of PNF work where I'll push in, and when I push in with my palm, I'm feeling my lat and my rhomboids really light up. I'm going to do that for maybe 7 to 8 seconds, and then I'm going to just try to relax and relax into that stretch a little bit. So you're basically going to tighten up for anywhere up to 10 seconds and then relax. You can do several sets of that, and then obviously switch to the other side. Now, prior to doing this drill, I'd love to do a little bit of diaphragmatic breathing just to really cool down the secondary and tertiary breathing muscles. And then I'll do some soft tissue work on my pecs, my pec minor, traps, lats, subscap, rhomboid, you name it, sort of everything in that whole shoulder complex. And then, once you do your soft tissue work, you can nail this. And from there, you've got a couple different options. If you know how to do a kettlebell crooked arm bar, awesome. Go right into it. It's going to feel a ton better. You can also go into your regular get-ups. It's a great time to add in some inverted rows to really cement that scapular position. You can also even add in some pressing too, because that'll really help pattern what we're trying to do here. So, like I said, start off with a little bit of breathing, some soft tissue, hit this stretch. You can spend 3-4 minutes on each shoulder, and then cement it with drills that are going to allow you to reestablish that scapular positioning. Give it a try and let me know what you think.